What's going on, everyone? This is Timothy again, Time and Refinement. Today I wanted to talk about sleep and how it is beneficial for me, how it can be beneficial for you. And I'm not talking 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I need 4 or 5 hours a night to get energized. I don't think that's a thing. I really don't. I mean, maybe a small percentage of people for sure, but I doubt it. Um, I went to bed last night around like 10:30, somewhere in there. Woke up around 8:30. I needed sleep. The night before, I was up till 4 a.m. because I was working, doing a bunch of stuff. So, um, all I know is when I get to bed before like 11 or 11:30, I feel so much better. I feel so much energy in the morning. Even if I sleep in a little bit later, if I get like, 8, 9, sometimes even 10 hours of sleep, um, I just feel way more energetic. And this is without coffee, without caffeine. And I don't know why I can't stay disciplined in doing that. I have no idea why. But when I do it, I feel great. It's just, I mean, I can stay disciplined and motivated with work and with adult content, with eating right, with hitting the gym, all this stuff. But for some reason, when it comes to sleep, I just really struggle. I have a hard time. And I know most of you guys probably feel the same way. I get to watching TV, I'll doom scroll on my phone, I'll write or I'll read, and I just stay up way too late. Most of the time, it's not reading or writing. I mean, we all know this deep down, right? But the benefits of sleeping earlier and getting up earlier is ridiculous. And I don't know why I can't get that in my head. I really don't. I have no idea why. Um, Again, the benefits far outweigh the consequences every single time, but yet I continue to do it, and I don't know why. Maybe it's a lonely thing. Maybe it's just I don't know how to put my phone down. Maybe I'm addicted. I don't know, but I want to tell you guys the benefits of that. Just going to bed earlier and getting up earlier and getting good sleep is so good for you, and it's so beneficial, and it's probably one of the best things you can do for yourself. I mean, sure, yeah, cutting out processed food in your diet is going to be great. Not jerking off is going to be great, absolutely. But this one thing really is going to skyrocket and just make you feel better. I really think that. So people that run these, 24-hour shifts or 12-hour shifts, and they are, you know, up for all hours of the night, they're doing overnights, all this stuff. There's probably a reason why they're depressed, to be honest with you. I mean, I was depressed when I was working nights and I would sleep in. Yeah, sleeping in is great, but it the benefits far outweigh. So I was just thinking about this today. And I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do a video on this. And yeah, it just I don't know. I just feel better during the day. Like I feel more accomplished during the day. I feel like I can get more done. And I just feel better. My soul feels better. My mind feels better. I don't overthink as much, and I don't dwell on past mistakes and past experiences that I've had. What I know when I feel tired and when I don't get my sleep, I feel like I want to kill myself all the time. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but here we go. I feel more depressed. I feel more anxious. I feel less intelligent. I feel less disciplined, less motivated every time I don't get sleep. And during the period of what was that, March, like middle, I think end of March, till just fairly recently, um, God, I felt absolutely terrible. Like I went through a really dark phase, and it's because I wasn't getting any sleep. I struggled going to sleep. I struggled, waking up and trying to get back to sleep in the morning or middle of the night, and it bothered me. So uh, all these studies, with Andrew Huberman and all these other guys that say, getting good sleep and getting good REM sleep and getting all of these, uh, all these benefits to just getting a good night's rest is actually insane. Like we have all these studies with it, but yet we still kind of throw it out the window and be like, yeah, it's whatever. I got my caffeine and to wake me up in the morning, and that's literally how we go about our day. And I've done that before, and it doesn't work for me. Like waking or having coffee when I wake up to stay energized throughout the day is like the worst thing ever for me. I hate it so much. So if I can not caffeinate and feel good about myself and have a good night's rest, it's fantastic. So again, just giving you guys advice on this just because it's helped me. Again, on this channel, I do my best to not just give advice. I speak from personal experience with all these things that I talk about. So yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy how much better I feel. So it just, I think it's like a, it's like a pyramid effect. You get good sleep here, and then it's just going to kind of, you're going to have all of these different things that just you feel better about. Like you're going to feel better about yourself. You're going to tend to eat better. You're going to, feel more motivated, and you're just going to feel more confident. You're just going to feel more confident about yourself, and with talking to other people, feeling happier, feeling more joyful, even though sometimes life is crappy, you know? So yeah, it's just super important. It really is. And I don't think people talk about it enough, or at least I don't see it talked about a whole lot. And yet it's just such a simple magic pill to take to just feel better. So I'm trying to stay disciplined with that, even though I don't a lot of the times, but I need to do it for my work, for my schedule, and just to overall feel better, because I get demotivated quite a bit, and I know it's because of my sleep. So, the whole other thing is the blue light with our eyes, and just making sure to not watch something or stay on your phone or doom scroll right before bed, because it doesn't help your brain to process all of that before you're winding down for the night. I mean, I think the proper way to do it is like not have screen time like 3 hours before you go to bed, which is like, I mean, who's going to do that, right? Unless you're Amish or something like that. So I try to do, again, not disciplined with this, but I try to do um, like a half hour, 45 minutes. I never really get to an hour, but like half hour, I really try to hit a half hour before I go to bed. And I'll take a shower and just either do some reading, or I'll do some meditating before bed if I can. Again, staying disciplined with that. Um, and just, I notice that my sleep is better when I don't doom scroll, or I'm not on devices with the light before I go to bed. So that's another thing. Again, super simple concept, but just putting it into practice, I just really struggle with. I'm sure you guys do too. So implementing all of that and implementing those things is going to be super helpful for you. I think it's a great start to just kind of get out of your head, and maybe get out of that depressive state that you're in. And yeah, just start with something like that. You know, it's pretty simple. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I just, it's just a matter of getting into a routine. You know, um, I don't have any excuses because I work for myself and I maintain my own schedule pretty much. Sometimes I'll stay out late with friends, and you get those dopamine hits, and it's like, man, this feels so great, but it's like I got to get back on a routine, and I feel much better about myself when I do that. It's just, you're just accomplishing something. Again, from a man's perspective, you're doing things to get closer to your goals and what you want to do. So yeah, I think that's going to be super important for me as the years go on, and I'm building the business, building myself, building the income, all these things. It's going to be super important for me to maintain that, even though I work a lot and it's going to take a lot of work to get where I'm at least on paper it is. So, that's going to be something I'm going to have to stay disciplined with. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. That's pretty much, those are my top of my head thoughts as far as sleep schedule goes. I'll have to figure out how to title this one, but yeah, I just wanted to give you guys, some advice on that, a heads up, and just what my experience has been. And I'm sure some of you guys can relate as well. Just having good sleep is just a game changer as far as life goes in general. So yeah, anyway, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I love you. I am proud of where you're at. I am humbled that I can come on here and just talk about life, maybe give some advice here and there. So, again, appreciate you guys. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next episode, and stay well, stay humble, and you are loved. Cheers.